Well, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're just now visiting for the first time, I hope you stick around. For today's video, it's going to be on a little bit of a different topic of interviews. So if you've never been on an interview or you're just not really sure what to wear or how to do your makeup, I got you. I feel like I've been on my fair share of interviews in the past, and also I took a college course on it as well. If you have any other video requests for me, anything that you want to see me do, doesn't matter what it is, challenges, tags, makeup videos, whatever, just leave them for me down below. Or you can get in touch with me somehow on my social media links, which are down below in the description box. Don't forget to subscribe. I upload videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you want to see how to do your makeup and your hair and how to dress for an interview, then just keep watching. So I already have my base on, which is my primer, concealer, foundation, and setting powder. And that doesn't vary between different looks that I'm doing. I will always do those steps if I'm going out. So I just figured I'd share with you what I actually used on my face because I didn't show it. So it's basically the same things I always use. Just any old primer will do. I'm not picky on primers. And then I'd use this Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I always use that. And then this Rimmel Stay Matte foundation. I love this foundation, especially with that diamond sponge. I love it. It just looks so good on the skin. And then to set everything, I use this Rimmel Stay Matte powder. So lots of Rimmel things going on. I feel like less is more when it comes to interviewing. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the eyes. And for the eyes, all I'm gonna do is use this Stay Matte powder and just put it all over my lid up to my brow bone, just kind of like I would just before any eyeshadow. And I'm not actually going to use any like actual eyeshadows for this look because, like I said, I feel like less is more and it just needs to be really simple and neutral. I'm going to put a little bit of color in the crease just to give my eyes some definition. So I'm going in with the bronzer that I'm going to use on my face, and it is the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. And then I'm just using that on just a fluffy blending brush and putting that right in my crease. Really just focusing it right in the socket. And I'm not putting a lot on because I just want it to be a subtle hint of brown. So for the bottom lash line, I'm taking the same bronzer on a pencil brush and just putting just the tiniest little bit under my lash line. Again, just to give it definition and to make it look like I have just a little bit of something underneath. So when I'm doing looks like this, I always like to use black liner to really give my lashes that extra bit of definition. So I'm just using this NYX black liner, which I use all the time. And I'm putting that in my waterline as well as my tight line, because I'm not going to go in with any like liquid liner or anything. So now I'm just going to curl my lashes like normal and put on some mascara. And for my mascara, you know, I'm going to use this Maybelline Rocket Volume mascara. I use this all the time and I love it. And again, less is more, so I'm not going to put a lot on at all. And it may still look like a lot because my lashes are so long. So I'm just going to barely put some on. And then I'll do the same to the bottom lash line. Just barely put some on there as well. And then the eyes will be done. Now that I have my mascara on and my eyes are done, I'm going to move on to bronzer. So like I said earlier, I'm using this Hoola Benefit Bronzer. I feel like it's light enough for it to be like natural looking without looking like you really contoured your face, and it looks a little bit more natural. So I'm just going to blend everything out with this big powder brush just to make sure nothing is harsh and everything looks very blended. Moving on to blush. So I like to sometimes go without blushes, but a lot of times I just go with blush because I'm just extra and I just love makeup. So this is the shade Between the Sheets. It's a Super Shock Cheek blush, I guess, from Colourpop. It looks like this. Hopefully you can kind of see the true color. It has no sparkles, no shimmer, nothing. So I figure this is like a really nice shade for interviews because it doesn't draw too much attention to your face and your cheeks like, wow, she has on a lot of blush and it's very shimmery. It just kind of gives your cheeks that nice flush of pink to make you look, I don't know, alive, I guess. So now for eyebrows, I do my eyebrows a little bit differently for like interviews and like an everyday basis than I do for like my videos and stuff. So I'm going to use two products, and you know they're both from the drugstore. So I don't know what this was, but this first pencil I'm using is it's the Rimmel, crap, I forgot the name already. A professional eyebrow pencil in 001 dark brown. And I just use this on days where I don't just want to use this tinted brow mascara as my only brow product. So I'll just run this brush through the scarce places on my brows, but not really like fill them in too much because, like I said earlier, and I feel like I'm saying a lot through this video, less is more. So I mean, on the first interview or the first day, you don't really want to go in and showcase all of your talents. You kind of want to give it a couple weeks, maybe even a couple months if it's like a really professional setting, and then you can go in with like a full-blown smoky eye at 8 o'clock in the morning. You know? That was totally just a joke if you didn't get that. So now, after I filled my brows in just a little, I'm going to finish the rest of my brows off with this NYX Tinted Brow Mascara, and it is in the shade Brunette, and it looks like this. I featured this in my last video, which was the Instagram versus reality makeup, which I'll leave a card for up here so you can click it in case you haven't seen it. I kind of went into a little bit of detail with this product, but I really love it. It sticks all of my brow hairs down because a lot of them tend to just go everywhere and it looks real bad. So I feel like this really captures the hair and they just stay in place, and also it kind of fills in your brows where it needs to be. But I still feel like it makes everything look super natural, not the TV show, but you know, like super and natural. So for the last step in this interview makeup, we're going to use a very simple product that looks very good on everybody and it's really affordable. So this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. I'm sure you've all seen these little products. I love them. I love them. This is in the shade Stockholm. I wear this shade all the time, and to be honest, I feel like these are a little bit more comfortable than the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lips. They're not as drying on your lips, and they don't like settle into your fine lines like the Colourpop ones do, which I love those, but these are just a little bit more comfortable, and with my dry lips, I'm kind of needing that right now. So this is just a nice nude shade. I feel like the nude really looks good with everything. Like even this red shirt that I'm wearing, it just kind of looks like your lips, but better. So you probably could tell that we skipped a few steps like highlighter and stuff like that, because I feel like with an interview, everything just needs to be very natural and very you. You know, like they need to see you behind the makeup. So that's why you just kind of need to, I feel like you just need to enhance your natural features, because during an interview, you're kind of focusing on what you have done, you know? You don't want them to be distracted by anything. Something I wanted to touch on very quickly is jewelry. I didn't know a lot about interviews before I started going to them. We actually were required to take a class at my college all about interviews, all about how to be professional, dress professional, what to say during interviews, what questions, and blah, 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 all this stuff. So this is kind of where I learned a lot of it. Plus, I've had my fair share of interviews, so I feel like I'm kind of knowledgeable on some things that other people may not touch on. But with jewelry, I also feel like less is more. So I just wear my engagement ring. I don't wear any bracelets. I don't wear any necklaces. I'm just kind of staying very bare. I do wear earrings. So actually, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but I actually have my second hole pierced as well on both sides. But for an interview, I will only wear these diamonds in the first hole because I want everything to look very natural and very just simple. So I think about everything down to the very nitty-gritty details. So maybe if you have a lot of earrings, maybe just take them out for the interview, and then if you get hired, you can put them back in. I also have my nose pierced, but the ring or the little diamond, I don't even know if y'all could tell, but it's so small that I don't think anybody ever notices. But so I just keep that in, and then just do one pair of earrings that are very simple. I don't wear hoops or any dangly things. I would just suggest studs. Next, I want to touch on the hair. So when I first started doing interviews, I would just go with my hair down, and I feel like that worked out sometimes, but the longer my hair got, like, the more it kind of looked bad. So recently I've just been putting it up in a ponytail. Very simple, and again, it takes away from any distractions, especially if you have long hair. So there's really no, nothing, no kind of trick or anything to this. I'm not going to tease my hair or anything. I'm just going to part it where I usually do. And the thing I do differently with this ponytail is I keep it very slicked back and like close to my head. If I were wearing a ponytail on like an everyday basis, I would like pull out some pieces and that type of thing. But for an interview, I feel like it kind of needs to be very slim. So I'm going to pull it out just a little bit, but not too much. So this is how I will wear my hair for an interview. It's all behind my ears. I don't have anything coming down, no bangs or anything. It's all focused on my face, and so that way they're not distracted by anything. So now we're going to move on to the outfit part of this interview video. So I feel like this section is very helpful, because if I had known how to dress for interviews a long time ago, I feel like it would have saved me a lot of trouble in the mornings because I never knew what to wear. Nobody ever told me. So this is my staple interview outfit. I have my black blazer along with some black skinny pants, and just for a little bit of color, I added this red shirt. It's very plain. It's kind of a high neck, and sometimes I will go without the jacket if it's hot outside or if you're going in the summertime. So for shoes, I wear these nude heels. They go with everything. Or if you don't like heels or don't own any, I'm sure that you own some flats. So these are goldish, but they're pretty nude and they go with everything as well. So love this outfit. Super simple and perfect for interviews. Alright y'all, well that was it for this video. I really hope that it was helpful. I feel like if I had this type of video when I was first starting to do interviews, I would have just blown every one of them out of the water. Don't forget about the video request. Let me just clap while I say that. Leave them down below or on my social media. I don't think I have anything left to say, so I hope y'all have a good week or weekend whenever you're watching this, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.